Hello everybody, my name is Skitterick, and today we're playing P5 All Bindings once more! Let me tell you, I'm in a good mood today because I was just at my favorite mound in the entire world. There's this one mound close to where I live that is just... mwah. I sit on it, I eat like an ice cream on it and stuff like that, and I sit on it, and my friends are there. It's just a good time on the mound, my favorite mound of all time. It's truly one of the mounds of all time. And yeah, I'm just there. It's pretty cool. Hung out. We went off the mound as well, which is a bit sad, but you know, every journey needs to have its end, I guess. But overall, pretty great experience, you know. Ups and downs. It's like a whole adventure, you know. The thrill of almost reaching the mound, the joy of seeing it for the first time that day, knowing that you'll be on top of it soon, and then finally actually going on top of it as well. Mwah. I could not have imagined a better conclusion to that story. But sadly we had to leave it as well after a few hours of sitting there. We left again, but you know, sometimes you gotta get like a bittersweet ending because there's still like the implication that we'll go there again at some point, which I'm excited about. You know, I just really like that mound. Oh, I didn't have dash. So yeah, that's pretty much been my day. Other than that, I've also played a bit of Hollow Knight, I guess. I've practiced against ZOTE. You know, that's my biggest roadblock now. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a really difficult fight in the Pantheon. I've been practicing a bit. I installed a mod that let me like equip bindings at any point, just not even Pantheons. Like I think I do this. I don't know if I can turn them off right now. I don't want to do that. It'd be kind of strange if it could. Point is, I could just turn them on and then practice against ZOTE while also having like all bindings, which will be a much better experience, I think. Much better way to train. It makes it a lot harder to try practice like ascended with difficulty, because then it's just 2 hits and you die, or 1 hit if I get hit by one of the explodey things, which I did in fact do a few times. Very difficult fight. I did win once on my first attempt against him. And you know, it's a difficult fight, but it's definitely doable. And then I honestly haven't practiced enough. When I meet him again, I doubt I'll win. Also, I doubt I'll reach him again this time, because like Markov as well is still a difficult fight for me. I don't think I can consistently beat him. Collector also difficult. The journey up to like that point, you know, once you beat like False Knight and stuff like that, they're also difficult bosses, I'll say at least. So a lot of a hard journey up there, but I think ZOTE will definitely be my next big roadblock, and I'll try to practice him after each run, like every day, as well as doing this. I'll do a few like all bindings ascended difficulty runs until I beat him, just so that I get the hang of this move, you know. Like some bosses like Sisters of Battle and stuff have a very defined attack pattern, and you start realizing how to beat them. You just get into this I guess zone where you can just complete this. Why did I do that? That's not how you beat this guy. You know, some bosses are just easier to practice than others, I guess. Like you can learn them and then you're just good. You don't need to worry about it anymore. Whereas other bosses like Collector has like pretty much infinite variety in terms of his moveset, just because of how much chaos appears. He spawns different enemies and shit. They can be... What the fuck? Holy shit, I got hit while she was staggered. I have not fucked up harder in my life. I thought it was a good time to get some water, but apparently not. Anyway. Oh yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, ZOTE has a lot of chaos as well. He spawns some goons every now and again. It'll take 2 hits to kill, which is problematic. And he is also just a hard boss. His default moves are also pretty challenging to like predict, because he does a lot of erratic movements. Sudden like physics-defying movements and like try to psych you out and stuff. It's a fun fight, honestly. It matches his character pretty well. I love it. But god, it's a difficult. Yeah. Man, I miss the mound. I miss the mound. I also took a test about which Game of... What the fuck? Am I really losing this badly to Gore? I didn't even... Okay. First I got hit by a horn while she was staggered. Like, that's a fucking crazy thing to happen. And then I do that? Like, what's gonna happen to me? I'm gonna get torn to shreds. Man. Alright, let's hope my my apparent badness, like my... I don't know what it even is. Maybe I'm tired and like sad and depressed for leaving the mound. You know, I've been spent the whole day excited about the mound, and now I'm just exhausted. Don't know. I got some water. I love water. Cold water. Number one water enjoyer, I think. Maybe number two. There's another dude. About to call him out. Who I've seen a few times this year. They love water more than me, I gotta admit. Bigger water lover. I'm still a water lover, but I recognize I'm not the best. I'm like, if Batman thought he was a water lover, and then he met Superman and realized, yeah, that's a water lover. I have not really, I don't know anything about DC really. I just assumed that Batman and Superman are friends, but like, you know, Batman doesn't have any powers, right? Actually, that's not true. A lot of people love like Superman, no, Batman, as if he's like better, and sometimes, which I always thought was pretty goofy. I thought it was pretty obvious that Superman was just a stronger character, like Batman vs Superman, I'm thinking. Where Batman's shtick is that he's really rich and really clever. But you know, how's he gonna beat Superman? Then again, I don't really know what Superman can really do. I just think he's immortal and have infinite power and strength. I watched like one time I watched the I think it was like a weird a fight, like power scaling epic battles of characters, where it was Goku against Superman, and they were like measuring different feats of strength. That was a long time ago, and I think they ended up saying that Superman wins because he is fundamentally about being able to, like, being the strongest person ever, whereas like Goku was about becoming the strongest person ever. And so, you know, if you want to fight, like two people fight, one's whole shtick is being the strongest, and the other shtick is becoming the strongest. And the one being the strongest probably wins. Or their argument, I think. And maybe they also, like, calculate a lot of, like, math about how powerful. Oh, Superman punched so strong that the sun disappeared. And that, well, probably tied into it. I don't really care about such things. I think it's kind of goofy. Like power scaling in a lot of ways, they just don't care. Whoever wins is whatever the author thought would be best, most thematic. The only reason why Batman would win against Superman is because the author would want that happen. Oh, that's kind of weird. I feel like any character could beat any other character if they had like the right circumstances, right? Because you should, like, it's kind of a weird thing, like, oh, who would win against this and this? Like all these like fight hypotheticals that I've made a lot of them and also like talked about a lot of them. It's fun to make hypotheticals like that, but I always like argue that yeah, it always comes down to where they fight or how they end up doing it. If it's like we usually say, like, in my friend group, like a gladiator coliseum, 2 characters fight, or more likely it's like you versus like trillion babies or something. How many can you kill? Because when it comes down to like Goku versus Superman, it's like, do they exist in like Goku's universe? I don't think there's any kryptonite on Goku's universe. And doesn't that just mean that Superman can't lose? And if they fight in Superman's universe, is there even like magic? I think there's like a certain magic system in Goku or whatever, like key points instead. You can make like spirit balls. That doesn't exist in the Superman's universe. Right? Maybe I should talk about something I know more about. Right. If Gojo versus Makima, who would win? I'd argue. Once again, like, how the fuck do you calculate that? Aren't they both have like one-shot moves. Makima can just look at someone and then control them if they think of them. I guess they probably wouldn't think they're better than Gojo. But how much cursed energy exists in the devil, like, Chainsaw Man world? Does any of it exist? Probably not. There's a different like contracts and shit, but they don't use cursed energy to do it. So like, wouldn't Gojo be powerless? He has like weird eyes that can see every like. I actually don't know much about this either. I realize now. I think he has some weird special eyes that allow him to see cursed energy. But there's no cursed energy in like Chainsaw Man universe, so he would just be blind. I think. Also, like, in the other universe, Makima can, like, this is absurd. The universe is just too different. Like, what if Makima made Chainsaw Man eat cursed energy? The cursed energy devil, and then Gojo would just be useless. I think Makima could evade Gojo for long enough that he wouldn't ever be able to kill her. Also, he wouldn't be able to kill her. She just respawns and kills a random Japanese citizen. Is Gojo Japanese? Hold on, wait. Doesn't that just seal the deal? If Gojo's Japanese, he'll have to like kill Makima so many times that he ends up killing himself because he dies. Would the whole fight just be a legal debate where Gojo argues that he's no longer Japanese, or maybe like a legal struggle of him trying to like remove his like Japanese citizenship? Like the whole, it's not a fight at all. He just wants to like tries as hard as he can to stop being a Japanese citizen, and Makima uses her like iron grip over the Japanese ministry to like avoid that from happening best he can. I think that'd be kind of funny. It's not even a fight at all, and like in the end, if Gojo manages to stop being a citizen, he just instant kills Makima like 1,000,000 times until every Japanese citizen is dead, and then she dies for real. You know what I mean? I think that would happen, and therefore Gojo, I think, wins in the long run because I think he'll be able to get out of this like Japanese citizenship somehow. I don't think he'll be like locked in too harshly. Oh, what the fuck? I'm dying? Oh, I don't want to lose here. Alright, cool. Thank you. I think Makima does have a solid grasp on the entire legal system, but I think Gojo would like somehow be able to, if he really needed to, he could like torture some dude. Maybe even talk to the president. If you like explain to the president, like, yeah, sorry bro, I'm gonna kill every Japanese citizen in the entire world so that I can kill Makima. Please get out of that contract you made with her. Otherwise everyone, including you, will die, no matter what. I think then he'll just be able to get rid of that contract. Because, well, I mean, that depends. How ruthless is Gojo? Would he be willing to kill everyone in the entirety of Japan if it meant being able to kill, like, Makima? Maybe in the end he decides that it's not worth it, I'll kill myself. Maybe they wouldn't even fight. Maybe they could come to, like, some agreement. Maybe he would eat her, like, as if he was the Watcher. One of my viewers is called the Watcher in real life. And he likes to eat people. He really likes to eat people. It's kind of a weird obsession. I don't think he's ever actually eaten someone in real life. I hope not. But he talks about it a lot. We just had a conversation today on the mound, and he was just reapping about, I want to eat someone. He's like talking about different like cooking methods. I think he like his main thing was getting like a gigantic cauldron, I think, and cutting up some carrots and shit, boiling them, and then boiling the victim as well, and eating them as a stew, which I think is pretty absurd. It's, I don't know, I'm not a cannibal. I think that's kind of weird. But you know, I don't kink shame. So yeah, he's pretty weird about that, and I think if the Watcher in this situation was against Makima, I think he would win. Oh, I'm losing. Okay, that was not the best move, I realized. Okay. I thought Crystal Dash would be cool because I could just zoom over to the other side immediately, but I think if I just dashed twice, I would have gone further. Man, that was a bad death. 16 minutes in.